about this amendment? Really, it's just an extension of the contract on a month-to-month basis. Any questions from anybody?
Move for approval.
Just quickly before I take this vote, we've had Lime on the streets now for 3 years and 4 months, plus or minus. We've had a number of meetings with them recently. To the extent you all have constituents that have been asking about the program, probably more so me because where I live, but we've had some challenges with them managing their program and having boots on the ground here to do it. We've had a couple of meetings in person. They have assured us that they're going to improve their game. We are going month to month with the agreement and cooperation of MUSC, but it's likely you'll see an RFP go out probably this year to see if there's anybody else who might be interested in Charleston and providing us bike service. So that's where we are. Any questions? If not, I've heard. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Councilmember Gregory.
Are a lot of the bikes being stolen?
That's a great question. I don't think so. We don't have any data that that's happening.
Okay.
They're not because they get locked. They're completely useless if you take them out of the zone.
Well, that's not what was reported at our neighborhood meeting last night, that your bikes are being stolen and stripped and thrown in the marsh.
Well, we'll check with Lime and find out about that. But we got a lot of work to do with Lime. All right, thanks.
Just clear, I made the motion. I don't think we had a second. Just
We got a motion. We got a second from
Okay.
Councilmember Gregory. If there's no further discussion. All in favor?
aye.
Are there any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you very much. Josh, are we ready to go back to 3 and 4? Do we need to keep moving along here? I see something up on the screen.
We're close.
Yeah, looky there. Okay. Mr. Martin, in any order you wish to proceed, we've got numbers 3 and 4 on the agenda, so it looks like
Thank you, IT department.
Ashley, with no further ado, Mr. Martin and the Ashley River Crossing update.
Great. Well, so good evening. The Ashley River Bridge, if you haven't been by to see, this project is moving quite quickly. I'm just going to run through some photos of the most recent work that's been done. The West Marsh work continues with 840 linear feet of permatrack boardwalk that's been installed.
Wow.
Additional piles have been driving from vent 24 to 20, and the concrete caps poured yesterday and today for the vent 24-23, which you're seeing here. The river work continues. The contractor set up to pour a drilled shaft at vent 47 tomorrow, as you can see there. And then the West Marsh contractor to continue work relocating and flipping the crane pad. We're coming back now to install the boardwalk system. And then finally, the river work is also, the contractors continue to pour drilled shafts on the west side. So you will see those shafts being ordered in the next few days as part of this project.
It's moving.
That's the Arc Bridge and Low Line.
Hang on. Just let's make sure, see if anybody has any questions on this project. Any questions on Ashley River Crossing? Looks like it's moving, right? Good. All right, have at it.
Okay, so Low Line, we are right now focused on parking lots, Hughes Street North and Hughes Street South and Shepherd Street South. Our Hughes Street South is finished. Hughes Street North will be finished tomorrow, and Shepherd Street South will be probably finished on Thursday. I'll take you through a couple of that. And then we've also finished up our parking management services RFP. This is a third-party company that will manage the parking lots. And we received 9 proposals as of last Friday at 5 p.m. That was the due date. We're putting together a selection committee. We'll go forward. We are about 4 days away from final pricing, 3 days away from final pricing on the project. We've been working over the past week or so. And so I think things are looking positive in that regard as well for what has been budgeted for the project. This is just some of the before and after pictures. If you haven't been out to see this from some of the lots, this is Hughes Street North, kind of going underneath the overpass next to East Central Lofts building. And then the Hughes Street South was existing conditions were pretty bad on the Hughes Street South, and you can see those there. And then these are probably as of yesterday, today, moving in, going, that's all been finished out. We had an issue with the plantation mix on the first pour. When it cured, the fines were not, they were almost like sand instead of gravel. And so they pulled it all back up today, and they're putting it all back down tomorrow to make sure that we've got a quality product. But all the business owners next door, people are happy. Everything's gone very smooth. And so that's kind of where we are at Hughes Street. Shepherd Street South has been a little bit more of a lift. The lot was in pretty poor condition, but we were able to get that secured through construction fencing. And then now from that condition, we've gone to this condition. And the plantation mix is coming in over the next couple of days. And so we've made some progress, great progress there. That's the largest of the 3 lots. And so it's important that we get that correct as well. We've got the wheel stops and the plantation mix and the bollards for the DOT requirements for
Columns.
Yeah. The columns, sorry. And that's it. So that's where we are. So we're making good progress in all that regard. And we're still on schedule to break ground in a larger fashion in October.
All right, any questions on Lowline, in particular, the projects that are going on now with opening up those parking lots? If you haven't been by to look at it, it really, and you remember what they did look like, it is quite a transformation. I do believe, and Mr. Martin was, I guess, using discretion and not showing the picture, when they went and cleared out the Hughes Street South parking lot, they uncovered a pickup truck that was literally up on jacks. Shepherd Street was up on jacks, didn't have any wheels, just sitting there. So, all more to come. How many,
Didn't make the photo.
while we're here, how many spaces between the 3 lots do we believe we're going to get out of this? 125? 125 parking spaces we otherwise didn't have. So awesome. Any questions from anybody? Moving along for sure. All right. If not, wow, we're moving along here. Next, discussion regarding Riverland Drive and Maybank Highway. Councilmember McBride has asked for this. I think we're going to lead off with Mr. Somerville to sort of give us a general update on how we're doing with the county and the SCDOT. Open up to any questions.
Thank you, sir. Yes, just wanted to follow up from the last meeting we had regarding the intersection of Maybank and Riverland. We have been communicating with DOT and the county to include the police department. DOT, we've been working with them to see if we can get some speed advisory signage installed to help, direct motorists use caution along that strip of Maybank Highway, as well as with the county, looking at the existing lane widths and, whatever improvements that we can do in there. I know there's been some discussion about the tree canopy, with any type of additional signage that we will have to consider if we do plan on installing additional signage. But we are going to continue to work with the DOT and the county to make sure we make this intersection much safer, to improve it the best way possibly can. I will say that today the Muni Hawk signal has been advertised, went out to bid. So hopefully that will close. I think it's September 19th is the date for that to close. So looking for improvements to that general corridor.
All right, any questions on that specifically or anything dealing with the county and the state from Mr. Somerville? Councilmember McBride?
Can we just get an update next month, the next D&T meeting on where we go stand with this?
I do have a question just while we have you generally, because I was out in that neck of the woods yesterday. When is Central Park Road going to open back up again? That is
Yes, sir.
creating quite,
I believe the county said initially it was going to be a 3 to 5 month project. So
whoa.
they are probably in month 2.5, close to 3 now. So we'll check in with them and let you know next month. If they still do.
Love to get an update on that. All right, any questions while we've got Mr. Mathis and Mr. Somerville on the mic? If not, we'll move on to the next and last item on our agenda, which is the approval and the welcoming of Code Enforcement Officer Jeffrey Wagner, who I believe is here. You've got a memo for the mayor asking that we approve him as a Code Enforcement Officer. Can I get a motion, please?
Second.
We get a second before we take a vote. Mr. Wagner, Jeffrey, you here? Who's here? Come on up and introduce yourself, please. We got a second?
Chairman, I told him he wasn't going to have to speak. So
Well,
good. Put him on.
I just, it's not
What's
Mr.
your
Mathis.
favorite hobby, your favorite?
Right,
friend?
right, right. Not Mr. Mathis's fault for making you speak, just really quick.
Yeah, stop. My name's Jeff. I'm a retired police officer. We've lived in the city of Charleston for about 9 years now. My wife and I, my son's active duty in the Navy. Actually, just got back from being deployed 4 days ago. That's pretty much about it.
Awesome. What are they gonna have you doing?
Well, permitting and code enforcement for traffic and transportation, non-consensual tows, petty cabs.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you.
Welcome. Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you for your service in advance to the city of Charleston. And with that, I'm gonna ask for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? The ayes have it. You are now officially welcomed by this committee and the city. Thank you very much. All right. Is there anything else to come before this committee before we adjourn? If not, by acclamation, we are hereby adjourned. Thank you.